Hello, everyone out there in podcast land. This is Severin Henderson back again for another episode of Department 3C Presents, a podcast. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Miss Emily Correa. Correa, right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay,
Korea.
because it looks like Korea, but Korea. And she is a certified gold star life coach. I've taken a couple of her classes. She's really awesome. She teaches people from all over the world how to get into the field, what to do as far as being a teacher, a student, just overall a better person to the world and how we can all help each other out. And like for me, when I sit around and contemplate meanings of life and all of that other fun stuff, I always think that we're here to help each other. And when part of her course said something to that effect, that like really took a hold of me and made me want to learn more about the whole process. So without further ado, Emily, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing really good. And it's really amazing and how humble you are because you said you took a couple of courses. No, you took 3 months of training. It was really, really intense. Weekly Zoom calls. You did the final assessment. You did 35 hours of coaching. Like you are certified as a coach, a very high level of certification as well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
so right back at you.
Okay, so just tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, how you got into the field, all of that fun stuff.
Sure. So I have 8 years experience in the coaching industry. It is my passion. It is my life purpose. I have my master's degree, as you know, in business psychology. I'm an East Coast girl. So I got all my education from Boston. And I've been here in Chicago for 3 years.
Right.
I cannot believe that I get to meet a student that is also in Chicago and like be on this amazing podcast.
I know
This is just a really great opportunity. And I'm a law of attraction coach as well. So I guess things are meant to be here.
That's what I was just about to say. It's kind of like the law of attraction. As I said, you're here, I'm here. Why don't we get together and talk about what we've been working on? But especially you, what you've been working on. So tell me a little bit about how you developed the course.
Oh, wow. What a story. I mean, there is the long story to it and there's the short version of it. And I think I'll just jump right in. Right. I'll do the medium version. So developing the course. So I actually have 2 courses right now. I have a full 90-day course. It's called New Realities. It is a coaching certification that you completed as well that was able to certify over 135 people from around the world in 2018 and 19, on this program that I created. I got it through deep meditation. I got it through, 8 years being in the industry, being a life coach, being a business coach in different cities. And I just like knocked it out after, a few weeks of meditation and certified all these amazing, amazing people. So that's the New Realities course. And right now I have a new course that launched from that is a branch of that called the Mindset of a Super Coach.
Okay.
And that's only 2 months old, which actually you have completed that one as well.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that? How was that?
Like I said, I loved it, going through it, reading it. It kind of helped pick me up. I was feeling a little down with some other stuff going on. But reading what someone else does and what someone else puts out there sometimes helps a lot. So for me, I really appreciate it. It's like it came right at the right time. So I thought it was great.
Thank you. And for me, creating the mindset course, I mean, we're going through COVID. We're going through this time where a lot of people are, just stressed out, depressed, unmotivated, demotivated, they lost their jobs and stuff like that. And it was something in me that was telling me I needed to pull out the 19 laws to the ultimate spark. So these 19 psychological laws that are going to empower you, that are going to raise you to that, next level. Pull them out of my really tough course, okay, but put it in digestible, bits. Put it for 6 weeks and give it to the public. And I did that for the last 2 months. and it's been a hit.
Yeah,
And I
it's
have
really
teachers.
good.
I have, like teachers coming out of the program teaching my work now. Like it's growing.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Now I remember before you were talking about how you designed the course. So not just when you say design, people may think you like put together just a PowerPoint or a little mini book or anything. No, this course is like really awesome digitally. Like you learn stuff, you write stuff, it's videos that goes along with it, and just the design work is top
Oh my
notch.
gosh. Thank you so much.
Like like I said, the videos, the pictures,
It
it's amazing to me.
like it's I mean, thank you so much for that. It's rare to have a coach that not only has the education but also has the design background. And I have my master's degree in business psychology, like I mentioned prior, and half of that degree was being an instructional designer, which I've done for corporate as well for the last 8 years as well. So this amazing journey, designing training programs for corporate Fortune 100 companies. And that's what I do as well. I love it, constantly designing. So when you look at my course, you see the digital course, you see the videos. There's 19 videos to match the psychological laws. You see the workbook, you see the materials. I literally conceptualize everything and I also design everything myself. So that provides a speed of output so that whatever I want to manifest, whatever I want to bring to the world, I don't have to rely on designers to do this. I could just produce it really fast and just
Put it out
put it
there.
out there.
Well, that's what you did.
So
Well,
thank you for that. I work
yep.
really hard.
The work shows. It shows that
Really
you work
hard,
very
yeah.
hard. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So we heard you talk in the beginning about being an East Coast girl from Boston. What brought you here to Chicago?
Oh, the most important thing of all, and that's going to be family.
Okay.
Because no matter what, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, what your work is, doesn't matter, it's a career move, doesn't matter, anything else. At the end of the day, family and loved ones are first.
Yep.
So, and I was living in Miami actually
Okay.
prior to this
Okay.
for 3 years, and before that, I lived in New York City for 3 years.
Oh yeah, I
And
forgot about there. I remember there.
love New York.
Uh-huh.
New York is amazing. And then, of course, I grew up in Boston. And now I've been in Chicago for 3 years and I actually arrived on Halloween. So that's
So it's coming right up to anniversary
Yep,
time.
I'm going to go out and celebrate.
Okay, I'm with that. Well, speaking of that, let's talk a little bit about that because you talked about COVID a little bit. And
Yeah.
You're going to go out and celebrate. We're right now going backwards a little bit with COVID stuff. How have you, in particularly, been not controlling yourself, but have you been able to deal with it? I know we talked before. You were talking about you were going to meditate and everything. So can you kind of explain that process just a little bit?
Yes,
how you do that?
absolutely. With COVID, some people have, it has been a really bad thing for them. It has made them depressed. It has made them gain weight. It has made them, because we're stuck at home, right? So there's a lot of depression and stress, and that reaction will roll out for some people. And those are the people that my mindset coaches are trying to help. And
Right.
let me scratch that. We actually don't use trying in my
Yeah.
program. Those are the people that my mindset coaches aim to help
There we go.
and encourage to help and look to help, And then there's other people that with COVID have become very healthy, have become very motivated, have, been exercising. And so I've been the latter.
Okay.
Super health focused, biking the lake over here in Chicago, upping my supplements, exercising, meditating even more, getting closer to God. Like I've done everything I can to make myself healthier as I get older because COVID's the type of disease or, a virus that affects the older population. And so we all have to be careful and observant of what our health is right now. So later in life,
Yeah.
we're,
Well,
we're taken care of.
yep. It's like the regular flu. You don't want to give it to old people on purpose or pass it to them or spread it to them or anything
Yeah,
because
and that too.
that's no fun for anybody to be sick. Even not as far as COVID sick, but it's just no
Yeah.
fun to be.
The stronger we are, the more healthier everyone else is going to be.
Right. There
a
you go.
collective.
And that's another one of the laws that we put out there. We preach to everyone.
Yes.
So the other thing I was going to ask that you said this is your life purpose, and so the why, like what made you just go in this direction? Like what sparked you? Because it's called Ultimate Spark. So what sparked you?
Okay, I have so many stories. Whew, let me think. Okay, back in grad school, and I tell this story not too often, but I'll be, I'm inspired to share it. Back in grad school, I had to do my internship to get my degree. And I somehow law of attracted an incredible internship at a college that is the #1 school for entrepreneurship globally. It's called Babson College. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it. You should look into it. But it's the #1 school for entrepreneurship for the last like over 10 years, 15 years.
Okay.
It's incredible. And this school is where the children of Fortune 500s are sent to study entrepreneurship. So in grad school, my internship was actually studying their program, which was a coaching program that was used for the students there that had been going on for 14 years.
Okay.
And no one before me was able to analyze that program. I was the first person to do that. I did that in 2000. I got my degree. I did that in 2012. Yeah, I did that in 2012. And guess what these kids were doing? They had an internal coaching program with the best coaches from around the East Coast that would go in and mentor them during their freshman year and during their junior year, and assess them in 6 different areas, and they would get this feedback. And that's when I saw a room full of hundreds of coaches, and these are the richest, like most prestigious kids around the world, gonna be the future leaders of the world in a room. And I saw that coaching was what put them into those leadership positions. I was like, what is this coaching? I need to like check into this. How come the middle class kids are not exposed to that development? How come the poor kids, right, of the cities are not exposed to that development? So like it sparked that experience in me. And then I got my, within a year, I got my certification, a year and a half, because I got my master's and my certification from Institute for Professional Excellence in Coaching, which is the #1 school as well up there.
Okay.
And it just kept going.
And just kept rolling from there.
Just want to help people.
Well, that's what I say. That's why I got into the job I'm in the first place, because I just wanted to help people.
You're a firefighter. I mean, this is like amazing. You're saving lives in a different way. Tell me about that.
Well, that's
your
what
purpose. Yeah.
that's what right. That's kind of what the show is about. So for me, that's all I wanted to do. And I'm not trying to give myself a shameless plug, but I can't help it. It's in the book that I wrote.
Tell me about your book,
Hey,
please.
New Guy.
I got your autograph too.
Yes,
so.
you got a signed copy. But that's the reason why I wanted to become a firefighter is just because I always had a desire to help people. Like I said in the book, I thought I was a little superhero when I was a kid. When I wasn't nothing, I was jumping off of garages and jumping over fences and running from dogs and just regular stuff like that. And, well, I guess it's not regular, but just fun boy stuff like that.
Awesome.
And I remember the fire engine came to school one day and I yelled over the microphone, and I thought that was the most awesome thing ever. And it just kept rolling until I got to be in my adult stage. And I figured I just wanted to help people the best I could. And then, like when you first start, you go to EMT basic school. And I remember I went on a run, and a person needed ALS, which is Advanced Life Service Interventions, and I didn't know anything. And so I was just kind of standing there trying to figure out what to do other than nothing. People were standing around fussing and cussing, saying, I'm glad that ain't my mother. And it's like, oh, man, what to do? The next day, I went to sign up for paramedic school just so I could know extra stuff on how to help people, because that's all I wanted to do. So it's a never-ending journey. In that process, you always have to keep up new skills. That's why when I said with you, when I reconnected with you, I said I went through this one time, but I wouldn't mind going through it again just to kind of give myself continuing education. And it was so worth it. It's like It was
Oh, thank
it was
you.
better this time than it was the previous time.
Thank you. Hey, get better and better, right? We
Yep, get
all
better and
keep
better.
growing. So how have you changed? I mean, you've been in your industry for 20 years,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
unbelievable. So
yeah.
so how have you changed from being a kid, and
To now,
to now, what has been like the
I
biggest
like how you
change?
flipping my show
Highlight.
on me. I like
Hey,
that.
I'm a coach.
I know. I
So you
appreciate
guys
it.
can see my coaching at
Yep.
least.
How have I changed? Well, I just keep not a lot, not a lot at all. Really, I just keep trying to gain different knowledge, gain different skill sets. That's the only change is to know more, to
Well,
do
you have
more.
your book for sure. I
Yes.
mean, I think the biggest difference is for sure. As a kid, were you reading a lot of books too? Is that what
No,
inspired you?
well, you were talking about why can't the poorer kids, middle class kids, why do the elite always they
Yeah,
even know to do this stuff? It's like we didn't even know.
we're not taught this stuff
Yes, we're
really.
not taught it. We didn't experience it. No one's sitting around saying, "Hey, you should really be doing this." So I kind of wrote the book for those people. Well, for everybody, but for people who don't know that they have an opportunity to be more, do more. I do some volunteer work with another program that teaches kids to be EMTs. I got another job that I do with kids trying to get into the service that are in high school for police and fire because like I said, just learning. I had to go to police academy as well.
Oh
So
wow.
I just public safety. If it has to do with public safety, I'm there. And so now with the coaching certification I got from you, coaching, I want to be there. So
I
that
think nowadays more than ever, we just have to help each other and support each other. And you're doing that with your community. I'm doing that in my own way with my community as well. And if we each find some way to not be selfish and just worry about ourselves, what's happening with COVID, oh my gosh, and just see how we can either educate, inspire, encourage, our tribe of people, past our families, then we can really get through this COVID stuff
yes,
in a much healthier way.
much healthier way.
Much healthier way.
COVID in some ways, not for the people that passed away, because that's
Yeah, God bless
terrible,
them.
but for kind of the reset button it pushed for life is trying. That's another one of the laws. You want to look at the glass half full or half
I
empty. And
love
you want to
this. He
be
knows all the laws.
you want to be
Yes, of
the
my
half
course.
that you want to be the optimist, but you have to look at it real. The glass is still
It's
there.
still a glass.
Yes, it's still a glass, and it still has something in it. So
It's full, but it's a glass. You got to be realistic.
you got to be realistic,
Positive
right?
but realistic. Yeah.
So I just feel like this pushed a huge reset button for us in life to kind of get back to just kind of family values. Like you said, family is number
Family
one.
values.
And family isn't always your immediate family. It's your surrounding family, the people in your community. You may not like them, but everybody has cousins, aunts, and uncles that they just, when they come over, it's like, oh, I got to deal with them for a little while. Then I can go. Same thing with
Still got to
regular
help them.
family. Right. Still got to help
And
them.
we,
So,
we inspire them. We influence them
and like I
by
always
setting the
say,
example.
I'm here to serve, and because I feel like if I do everything I can for everyone out there, maybe I can get some of the leftovers to come back.
Thanksgiving, right? Hey, not talking about the leftovers Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Great.
it's
Family
coming
bringing the great Thanksgiving meal.
Well, Emily, this was really a whole bunch of fun, and I know you had to get out of here. But before you do you have anything extra? Now, you've been saying nice, positive stuff the whole time, so it's not like I can say you've been just a downer. But
Oh yeah, choose positivity often. You will find me to be quite outgoing and bubbly for sure.
yes, absolutely. But yeah, you got anything else good you want to say? Anything else good we want to
Yes.
push, promote? Want to talk about some of the coaches we got? Want to talk about
Oh
the
yeah, for sure.
program coming up for?
Yeah, for sure. I just want to give a shout out to my teachers. Number one, Severin, thank you so much. You are going to be a mindset coach trainer. That's going to be incredible. The people that you're going to help. Shout out to Jeff Berkowitz, who is actually a U.S. Army veteran who
Yep.
graduated actually on September 11th.
Yep.
He was the first coach of mine to graduate in the mindset coach, and it's on that date. He's really kick-ass. If you want to work with someone who is a health coach as well, check him out. If you want to be paired up with a wonderful, gentle, spirited, Reiki healer type of coach, I have Marissa Smith. She's starting classes. Shout out to her. She's starting classes next week. Really, really proud of her. And I do want to shout out as well my enrollment manager, Chasney. She does so much work with me behind the scenes. And I'm starting a new class next month. It's called the Awaken Your Light Masterclass. It's a class for spiritual people, empaths, anyone who's a healer. It's going to be 6 weeks of a class. There is a free trial for that. And when you see the amazing quality healers that are going to co-teach this class with me, you're going to be like really, really inspired. Okay, it's called Awaken Your Light Masterclass, and that's starting next month. Check out www.ultimatesparkcoaching, my website, for that information to sign up.
There we go. That's
Thank you.
That's all the good stuff.
Yes.
And what was I about to say?
We'll see your class starting too.
Yes, my class is going to be starting soon.
Yeah, we do the one-on-ones. You guys, you want to work with him? So reach out to me and we'll set those up.
Set it up, exactly. That's what we're going to do. Well, Emily, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy life to come chat with me for a little while. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Everyone have a great day.
All right, bye-bye.
This has been a Fire and Iron Media production. You have something to say, people want to listen. How's that, Daddy?